revolution refers to a single turn of a circle. So if this wheel, for example, is not perfectly drawn circle, yeah, this is your reference point here. One turn or one revolution would be equal to this one up to the starting point. So it's like one rotation, and that would be equal to one revolution. So one revolution in terms of angle, specifically degrees, one revolution is equal to 360 degrees. So to see that this is 0 degrees here, you turn exactly right angle or perpendicular. This would be 90 degrees. Then if you continue to turn, it would become 180 degrees. Then 270 until you get to 360 degrees. So that's one revolution in terms of degrees. But in terms of radians, one revolution is equal to 2 pi radians. 2 pi rad. So visually, these are all equivalent. 0 degrees is 0 pi radians. 0 pi rad. And so 90 degrees is pi over 2. And then 180 degrees is pi. Notice that if pi is 180, you just divide the quadrant or this line into 2 and get 90 degrees. That's why it's pi over 2. And then if you count 3 quadrants or 3 to the left or counterclockwise, you'll get 1, 2, 3. And this here below is 3 pi over 2. And then lastly, if you count 4, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, this angle here, of course, from this reference 0 pi radians, it's like that, would measure 4 pi over 2. 4 times this pi over 2. 4 pi over 2, or simply 2 pi radians. So that is why 1 revolution is equal to 2 pi radians, and in degrees, it's 360. And also, there is another representation or a way to represent an angle, and that's gradients. So 1 revolution is equal to 400 gradients. So these terminologies here just represent the way, or just mean the angles. We represent the way we represent an angle. So 1 revolution is 400 gradients. So if this is your circle, that's equal to 360 degrees, or in radians, that's 2 pi. 400 gradients refer to this angle here. 400 gradients, or that's 1 out of 400 gradients. So if that's 1 out of 400, 90 degrees should be equal to 100 gradients. 100 gradients. So if you turn again another 90 degrees counterclockwise, this will become 200 gradients. Then another 90 degrees would be 300 gradients. And then the full rotation of a circle, or 1 revolution, that would be equal to 400 gradients. So 100, 200, 300, and then 400. So that's gradients. And then the last one, which is the milliradians or mils. 1 rev is equal to 6,400 mils, or centesimal degrees, whatever you call that. 64 centesimal degrees. Centesimal degrees. And then that's also equal to 6,400 gons. So these three are all equivalent. So that refers to 1 revolution or 1 turn of a circle. So in summary, we have here one revolution or one turn of a circle. It's like that from a reference point. One revolution is 360 degrees. That's 2 pi radians. And 400 in terms of gradients. And 6,400 mils. So that's it. So just to add additional information, diba, if you have to convert degrees to radians, you often just remember or memorize that to convert, you have to multiply the number by pi over 180 or 180 over pi. So if ever malimtan or you will forget how to convert or which of these two you will use, just use the idea that 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi radians. So for example, if I have here 45 degrees, so inana, or you will write the degrees, and you have to convert it to radians. So which of these two you will use? So kung malalimtan mo, if ever, just remember this. 45 degrees is equal to, just write what they are asking. So they're asking how many radians is 45 degrees. So write the unknown in radians, and then write it again, and then just find the number that can cancel out the unit. Because if you have to, if you manage to cancel out the radians and left here the unit degree, which what we want, then you're done with the problem. So unknown radians is equal to how many will I multiply? So we know that 2 pi radians is equal to 360 degrees. So that's basically what you have to do, is cancel out these radians, and then therefore 1 radians, or here, unknown radians in 45 degrees should be, I made an error, I'm sorry. This should be 45 here, because that's the given. So you write on the left what they are asking. So they are asking how many radians, and then in the right the given, so 45 degrees. And what you want to cancel here is the degrees. So 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi radians. So with that, you can now cancel out the degrees and you will left with radians. Therefore, 45 degrees is equal to 2 pi over 360 times 45, or if you simplify this term, it will become pi over 180. That is why if they want to convert degrees to radians, you just multiply the number by pi over 180. Ano lang, 45 times 2 over 180 or 360 is just 45, then times 2 pi over 360. That's 0.78 or 0.79 radians. 0.79 radians. 0.79 radians. So that's 45 degrees. 45 degrees. Or if you don't have a calculator, or you don't want to the answer to be in decimal form, you can have it as 45. What's 45 in terms of 360? 45 divided by 360, if we simplify that, that would be 45 over 360, that would be 1 over 8. So 45 degrees di is equal to pi over 8 radians. So lang. So that's it for this video, guys, and I hope you understand it and you get something here in this video. Thank you so much for watching.